everyone, and welcome to another episode of Pageant Community Radio, a show to promote diversity and to give people a voice. And today I am joined by the very beautiful Ruth Wade, who is a former Mrs. Galaxy UK 2018, and she's a director of International Junior Miss UK, and she's also BQB, as Holly said, Beauty Queen Bestie.
Hi.
Hello, how are you?
I'm great, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. Obviously living in lockdown and keeping myself busy, but you've got your hands full, as always.
Yeah, very busy. I feel lucky because I saw you just before we went into lockdown. So you're like one of the most recent friends I've actually seen in real life.
I know, it was really good having that photo shoot because you're actually a local photography for me, like all the others are quite far away. So it was great. And then obviously Jason's photography won the Crowns and Sashes magazine.
He was very excited.
I love that. And I love that photo. Well done, you guys. It was a team effort, by the way.
Wow, we had a good model. So
wow, you did my hair, your sister did my makeup, it's literally like a family charade.
We get Cleo in to like hold the fan.
Oh, we could actually have her in the thing. So cute. Well, thank you so much for taking your time out. You've had to put Cleo to bed and you've got you're a busy mum and a busy director as well. But we'll get on to that. So firstly, thank you again. And we need to go right back to the very, very beginning of pageant land love. So tell us about your first ever pageant and how you even got into pageantry.
So my first ever pageant was a heat for Miss England. At the time, I was at university in the Midlands and I'd always wanted to do pageants. This was like pre-social media. I used to look them up on the internet and I just thought they looked so fun. I saw an advert for my local heat and I just went along to the audition, got in, and the rest is history. I was hooked from the first one.
Oh my goodness. So tell us about the actual being on stage and what that was like.
Oh, it was a hot mess. I literally...
I wasn't expecting you to say that.
It was a hot mess. I was wearing just a TK Maxx dress, just a plain black dress, and they had a swimwear around back then. And I genuinely wore my bikini that I went swimming in the week before. I didn't realize, you'd get like a special bling bikini or anything. I just wore my normal bikini. I was not really prepared at all when I got there. I was like, oh, okay, like, yeah, I did not get it.
Changed so much, haven't they? Because I was saying to someone the other day, I rocked up in my Debenhams, evening gown range and it was horrendous. You wouldn't wear that anywhere, and it's changed so much, like swimwear especially.
Yeah, I just had no idea what to expect because, like I said, there wasn't social media. I couldn't really look it up, so I just guessed and just went for it. And I had a blast though. Met so many girls. Some girls I'm still friends with now. And so I was back the next year, and luckily then I knew to like stick a rhinestone on my gown or something.
Stick a rhinestone on. So what is it that made you keep coming back? What was it? Did you feel uncomfortable, out of your zone?
Yeah, I think I did, but I think the best things in life are from outside your comfort zone. That's one of the things I've learned from doing pageants. Actually, there's way more opportunities when you step outside your comfort zone and just do something crazy. But I love being on stage. I've always done dancing and performing, so I loved being on stage, and I think it was just filled that void for me.
Yeah. So obviously now you're a mum and you've come back to pageants as a director. So what's made you think, oh, I want to go from pageants and I'm going to become a director?
I just think I didn't want to compete anymore, but I wasn't ready to say goodbye to the pageant world. So I just thought, wow, we'll have a go at directing a pageant. And International Junior Miss was a pageant I've been following for quite some years, and I just loved the international, and I just thought, let's bring that to the UK, get some really amazing opportunities out there for the younger girls who maybe don't have as many opportunities as us older girls. So that's kind of why I decided to go with IJM.
And RGM was born, and last year it was amazing. Thank you for letting me host it because it was such a good event. You did so well. It was professional, and all I've heard is really good things about it. So well done.
Yeah, well, thanks for hosting. I felt like you made it what it was. You were just
thank you.
Top notch.
So kind. So what's going on with the girls then? Obviously COVID hit. You weren't able to take them to America. So have you got any updates for us?
So we're hoping to go the pageants for 2021, which is when they were all deferred to because we couldn't go this year, sadly. And the pageant will be in November in Orlando, Florida. So we are really, really hoping that we can all go out in November. Fingers crossed by then things will be a bit improved and we can take the team out.
That would be so good to see and watch them all like be able to flourish on the international stage. So talking about Orlando, Florida, because when you won Mrs. Galaxy in 2018, you went to Orlando. So tell us about Galaxy. Tell us about how you got into Galaxy and being in that final.
So I entered Galaxy what I perceived to be my last year that I wanted to compete. And I knew that realistically I wanted to start a family and I wanted to do one last pageant before I did that. And I thought, oh, I just want to do the best pageant in the UK for me personally, which was Galaxy. I'd never done it before. I've been in pageants 9 years at the time, never done Galaxy. And I just thought, I'm going to go out with a bang and I'm going to go do Galaxy. And I just thought I'll have fun and enjoy the journey for my last year. And it was an absolute blast. Met so many amazing girls, and lucky enough to win the UK crown on my first try, which was incredible. Yeah. And
I remember screaming with your sister, like, ah! Like literally, it was amazing.
It was just literally the best, just the best weekend ever. And so incredibly lucky to get to go out to Orlando there was 10 of us that year. We were the Galaxy 10 year, so we had so much fun. It was just the most amazing experience.
Oh my goodness. So that literally all I want to do is emulate everything that happened to you. And I'm like, this is my year. This is what I want to do. I want to go out there. It looked amazing. Like all the pictures that I've seen, and especially there was 10 of you, that's even better. So obviously take us back to that moment when they didn't call your name as first runner up. What did you feel?
Like physically sick. Like I held my stomach because I was like, couldn't believe it. Like felt sick. All my hard work had paid off. I'd really dedicated the whole year to the journey and enjoying it, and just making the best of it, because I knew no matter what, win or lose, it was going to be my last year. So
well, that's so that you won. That's amazing. So you're always going to be a Galaxy girl. And what was your platform when you were competing? What was your message you were trying to get out to everyone?
So the platform which I usually worked with when I was competing was around higher education access for people from less privileged backgrounds. I was the first person in my family to graduate from university, and I went to the University of Warwick, and they actually have a programme out of the University of Warwick, which is a programme all about helping disadvantaged youths access higher education. And so I worked with them for a number of years pre-COVID with their mentorship programme, helping young people to come up with business ideas and business mentorship for them. So that's been the platform that I've worked with, and I've really enjoyed it. Got to meet amazing young people and just do all sorts of fun things.
Yeah, I love that. I don't even think I've heard of someone doing that before. So it was quite a unique kind of platform, which is great. So obviously you're a director, which is great. So you've still got your foot in the door, but is that it for pageants now? Are you ever going to come back?
I mean, I would never say never, but never.
Just put the words out my mouth.
No, I can't see myself coming back. Certainly not in the next 10 years. I love pageants, but for me, I just don't think I'd be willing to put what I would need to put into competing. Certainly not right now, but you never know. Maybe in 10 years, who knows what will happen. But right now, I've just got a lot on.
Yes. Also, little Cleo and everything, and you've got so much on, mama, director, job, everything. So yeah, it's crazy. So obviously this Pageant Community Radio is about raising awareness and celebrating diversity. What, as a director and in your experience, do you think is important about having diversity in pageants?
I think it's so important to have diversity, just so that you can tap into so many different backgrounds from girls, because you don't know what you're missing if you don't have it. It is something that I am passionate about. I think it's really important to be clear in your messaging that everyone's welcome, and equally in your judging to make sure you have a diverse panel. And that's something I really tried to work on at my competitions. And I want everyone to feel welcome, no matter what background they come from.
Yeah, no, that's great. I think that's such a good message. And you're right. It should be a diverse panel and a diverse competition, and it reflects everyone else. So that's great. What's your one piece of advice then that you would give to someone who wanted to enter, say, IJM or any other pageant?
My number one piece of advice that I say to everyone, and no one listens, but I say it anyway, is to have fun. At the end of the day, it is a hobby. And I think sometimes, especially us veteran pageant girls that have been doing it a long time, or who maybe haven't been successful and keep trying, I think sometimes you can forget that it's a pageant that's meant to be for fun. It's a hobby. It's not life and death. It's fun. So don't lose sight of the fun and get so caught up in the competition that you forget why you're doing it.
That's definitely got a huge impact as well because of what's happened this year. So that's a really good message. So let us know as well your social media. If people want to get in touch about IJM and enter, how can they do that?
So we're at International Junior Miss UK on Facebook and Instagram. It is a mouthful, I'm sorry. And the website is www.internationaljuniormissuk.com. You can register on the website, you can message me on the social media, and my personal social media is at Ruth Wade Pageant.
Fabulous. And of course you've got Jason Wade Photography, so book in, guys, when you can, I guess when we can, but you know,
we can't wait to get back to shooting. We really miss shooting because we get to catch up with everyone and have a blast, and we haven't been able to do it.
I mean, I had the best time, and it was a Christmas Eve shoot as well, and it was so good, and it's so relaxed, and I'd definitely recommend it, especially if you're down south, because then you've got someone right on your doorstep.
Yeah, it was good.
Thank you so much for being part of it, because it's great to have a previous Galaxy Queen. Obviously, I'm trying to go in your footsteps. We'll see what happens, but it's great to have the support for Pageant Community Radio. It's really good.
Oh, well, everything you're doing is amazing, and love watching it and seeing what you're up to. So keep up the good work.
Thank you so much. And everyone keep watching. And if you want to be part of Pageant Community Radio, then give me a message. Lots of love.